Welcome back everybody. I will be doing a straight pour today and I've selected quite a few colours that I've not actually used before. So my first colour, obviously I've got my white, which is standard titanium white, but I added some Deco Art satin enamel to it, hopefully to get some clouds. This one is a Prussian blue by Amsterdam. Okay, so the consistency is slightly thinner than for my flip cups. I've mixed my white, 2 parts pouring medium, 1 part paint. It's the same thing for my Prussian blue, 2 parts pouring medium, 1 part paint. This one is a Deco Art Crafters colour and I think it's called Early Spring Green. So it only comes in a small bottle, so I only got half a cup worth. It is light green, that tends to be on the yellow side. It's lovely, I've not used that one before, but that one was very thin, so I actually used 2 parts paint, 1 part pouring medium. My next colour is an iridescent blue by Arteza, and that's their Pearl Sapphire Blue. It always comes out lovely on the straight pours, gives some sheen. I mixed this one, 1 part paint, 2 parts pouring medium. Got another Deco Art colour, and that's the Amethyst. So it's an iridescent purple. I've only had half a bottle of the Extreme Sheen left, but I thought I'll finish it off, so that's why there's so little in my cup. And I mixed 1 part paint, 1 part pouring medium. This one is actually not a white, it's from the Sennelier colours, the 020, which is the pearl, iridescent pearl. So that's an off-white, but basically that is an iridescent white. And I will try to place it strategically between other colours, so you don't really mix it up with the other white. And I mixed this 2 part pouring medium, 1 part paint. This one is a standard 24K gold Extreme Sheen by Deco Art. So equal parts pouring medium and Extreme Sheen paint. It needs to be slightly thicker than the others. It behaves better that way. And this last one is actually leftover pink from one of my flip cup pours. So I believe there's a mix there of light pink and magenta to make that kind of that medium, slightly light pink. And it was mixed, best of my memory, 1 part pouring medium, 1 part paint. My pouring medium is PVA glue, water, 70% PVA glue, 30% water. So let's start layering the colours in this cup. So there's some white at the bottom because we do like a white centre. So what shall we put in the centre to try to make it pop? Let's try a bit of pink. Let's see what that pink does. So I will just layer my colours in a really kind of random order. There's no rule for this, it's how you feel it. I just put a little bit less gold compared to the other layers because it does tend to take over. So let's try some purple next to that gold. Let's see if it's, let me just turn the cup the other way so you can see a bit better. So I'm going to put some of that Amethyst, which is the Deco Art Extreme Sheen colour. Let's stick some pearly white. I'm going to call it pearly white. I know it's not pearly white, it's iridescent pearl, but let's go with pearly white. A bit of that green, still a bit thinner than the rest, but I'm not going to complain. That Sapphire Blue by Arteza. I may not put actually, I'm going to put some white with my, just see if I can get a few clouds with the blue there. Now I'm going to put the Prussian blue, definitely putting more paint in each layer now. The gold will look nice next to the Prussian blue. Bit of pink. Quite a bit of white. There's that purple. So I've only got a little bit left, so I'm just going to finish the cup off there on that layer. I won't have enough to put another layer that will actually make any impact or difference. I might as well go for a much thicker and expressive layer. So that's quite a lot there. It does not matter at all. On the contrary. Right, my next colour, let's stick a bit of pink next to it, and I think I might just stop using that pink because I've got plenty of the colours left. More of the standard white. Stick some of that green, sapphire blue. Let's try to stick, actually, you know what, there's enough contrast. That Prussian blue. Some of that iridescent pearl, that Sennelier, gold, more standard white. I'm going to save the rest for the puddle in the middle. I'm just going to hold it because I don't want any accidents. Some Prussian blue. Green, sapphire blue, and I think my cup is full, to be honest now. I was hoping to put another couple of layers on there, but so let me put this cup down. I will put a puddle of white in the middle. It will help the paint from my cup, once I have poured it, to flow all over my canvas. Oh, I've not told you about my canvas yet. This is a 40 by 40 centimeter square canvas. It's actually a box canvas. It's quite thick. So 40 centimeters, that's 16 inches by 16 inches. Okay, so let me just move this out of the way over there. That will do. Let me try to, without knocking over my layered cup, I'm just going to spread that a little bit. So go back to the middle. That will do. And I do have some spare paint as my flow enhancer. I've got some leftover paint on the side, so I'll be able to use that in a bit. So let's start pouring. Oh, lovely layers there. Okay, let's do this and let's see what it comes out as. So let's just take our time to start with. Let's take quite high. There's some gold mixing. I'm going to go a bit higher up. And a bit down. Oh, I can see some, I don't know if they are pearls or cells or whatever. I can see in a cup. Corner of my eye with the pink and the green. That's interesting. Okay, so now I will stay closer to the canvas. I just let the paint pour. I'm not doing anything, I'm not wiggling the cup. I'm just letting things happen naturally. Gravity is my friend on this one. So I'll just let it finish. Nice ribbons. So let's see. As soon as the flow starts to get weaker, if I can put it that way, you know, thinner, slower, whatever you want to call it, I will catch it. Come on. Whoops, here we go. Lovely layers on this cut. Look, you can still see all the colours in there and loads of pearls slash cells there. That's very, very nice. Okay, I can breathe now. I will quickly torch this and then I will put some flow enhancer all around. Give time for my colours to settle nicely, so I will use which one shall I use? Let me see, this one's the thinnest of my leftover paints. So your flow enhancer needs to be slightly thinner than what you just poured, so that's just mixed up paint from previous pours. It looks quite dark, but it will make absolutely no difference to my pour because that will be basically poured over. It's just to help my paint rolling over the sides. Okay, well, I think that's enough. I've got a bit left, but so that's enough. Let me just get painting knife and spread it all over. Make sure all the corners are reached. So let's cover this. Here we go. And I might actually, while I'm at it, I will try to cover the sides because they are so thick because it's a boxed canvas. I think the paint might need help to flow all the way down, so please do bear with me while I'm doing this. I may actually fast forward it, but let's just see. There's plenty of paint on there. I can scoop a little bit from the top and stick it there. You can tell I'm left-handed. I can't do much with this right hand. Here we go. That's a bit better, a bit more efficient. Okay, so we've got 2 out of 4 corners. Oh no, 3 corners. So let's. I cannot see a thing, but I will trust my instinct. Let's just say that it's covered. Okay, let's do this. Right, let me just get that out of the way. Let's give it a quick torch because there are some bubbles in there. Another once over, and the colours are poured. Sorry, as I am stretching, as I will be stretching the paint over the canvas, tilting it, obviously I will need to use the torch again because some air bubbles will come to the surface. So, right, which side I will start tilting. No, let me just turn it around so you can see, because I want to tilt that corner first. Always tilt towards the corner you prefer first, because you've got more chances of saving that area than the others. That's the least interesting area, so I'm going to tilt it towards this side last, but I really like this effect there, so I will try to go this way first. It does make sense in my head. even if it doesn't make sense to you, believe me. So I will very, very gently bring the paint towards the corner. I will not go over immediately. I just want to make sure that I'm happy with my composition. Once it starts developing, as I stretch the paint all around the canvas. Actually, I did not cover that corner very well at all. So let me just quickly do this while I've still got half decent hands that are not covered with paint too much. Okay, that's a bit better. Right, so I brought the weight of the paint towards me, so I'm going to go on the other corner and try to drag it over there. That is enough. I'm going to turn the canvas around, so I'm going to go towards that corner for the time being. I don't really want to go over it yet. You've got to take your time when you do these, just to make sure you're happy with the composition. And you know, it's a lot of paint to waste if you cannot control or know how to control your paint and the flow of the paint. So it's not going anywhere, you know, you can always go back to it. Let me just go straight over there because that's apparently where it wants to go. I will bring it back a little bit. Okay, let's see, sorry, I'm looking. It's not as defined as I would like it to be, but we're not quite to the final stage yet, so I should not be drawing conclusions already. So make sure I scoop the underneath weight of the paint back in the middle. Let's take it now over that corner. Let's bring it back before I put it down to have a look at it. For some reason I don't think that pink works at all. I put that pink next to the gold and I really do not like it, and I'm a bit annoyed with myself because it works with the other colours. I mean, you've got beautiful effects on, let me just take a wooden stick so I can show you that dripping. So all around here you've got lovely effects with the pink inserted. It looks nearly like feathers, but here I really do not like this at all. But I'll see as I stretch, you know, might be able to play around with the composition. And I've got a lot of paint, so I can afford to play around. And let's see, so let's go towards that side. Let's get rid of that purple as well, I don't like it. Okay, so that enough. The gold mixed up with the pink and purple looks like orange now. I promise you, well, you saw there was no orange. Sorry guys, the phone rang, so I was a bit distracted. I'm not feeling it at all at the moment, so I may try, I think I will try to put over it because I am just not happy with it. So let me re-layer my cup, and I actually may, instead of using the cup I used before, I'm going to use a cup where I had my white, at least, because obviously I run out of that colour, and that'll be the colour hopefully mixing with all the others. So let's, and I'm going to remove that pink. It just doesn't work for me. I got no pink, no purple, I have a different blue that I could use. I actually saved up. It might end up being something totally different. There's some blue. The pearly or the iridescent pearl. That is the Prussian blue. That is, I was trying to think, iridescent sapphire. That's it, pearl sapphire. Oh, might as well use leftovers of that black. Some of that white. I've totally lost my green, so I'm just going to go for it and stick it right in the middle. Actually, yeah, my green was totally lost in a previous mix. So that is my Prussian blue. What's left of it. Good job I made the extra paint. Okay. Slightly lighter iridescent blue. So yeah, the colours are definitely darker. However, because I've got all that white underneath on the canvas, and I've got hopefully some white around the cup that I've just reused, it may work fairly well. That is the pearly iridescent pearl. I'll get there. So pearly white. Let's go with pearly white. Suddenly, yeah, you need to rename that colour. Pearly white. Some of that gold. I've got quite a bit of gold left. I am going to use it all. Daredevil tonight. Something doesn't go your way, try to make it go another way. Let's see if that works. I've got a bit more blue, leftover colours. You know what, let's do this. I'm going to pinch my cup. Well, it's not really where I thought, but I will do. Let's redo this baby. I've just seen something flying by the cup. Oh, it's not a fly, that's just going to land in the middle of the pour. Okay, so let's just finish the cup. I will need every inch of it, so that was not supposed to happen. That's because I lost my cup on the other side. I did not check before I started pouring again. Silly me. So we'll have a weird wiggle right there, but that's it. Right, let's start tilting. Let's go with this side first. And let's bring it back. Let's go on that side a little bit. And let's bring it back. I'll just put it down for a second so I can hold it properly. Okay, let's go with this right over. Let me just put it down for a minute. It's getting heavy. That's easier. Okay, where are you? There. Some nice pearls popping up with that green. That was over there. Put it down. Just try to go over that corner, and let's bring it back, because I'm happy I'm not losing that light teal blue, if I can put it that way, that was created somehow in that end. So let's get rid of the last bit of pink and purple in that corner, because I do not like it. And it's getting rid of my swirly bit from the bottom of my cup, so that's even better. I really like that bottom half there. It's really, really nice. Let me just bring the paint back a little bit towards there and go over that corner, and let's bring it back to the center. Just want to bring the paint back next to or towards me so I can remove that final corner there. That cup is in the way. I definitely like this much better than the previous one, so I am happy, or happier. Let's go with happier. So let's stretch the paint as much as we can. I don't want to lose these clouds there right at the bottom. Let's bring them back, put this down. Right, now have a good look at the composition, make sure there's no pink left on these corners. I'm happy with that. Whew. Right, let's see what this little thing is. Let me just grab my tweezers, because something is interfering with the ring there. That's it, it's some unmixed paint, so that's not good. It will not ruin the painting, but you know. Piece. Sorry, I'm thinking I can't. I may bring it towards there. It's a shame. I'd like to get rid of that black, but I really don't want to lose these rings because they are actually very pretty. Let me check how much paint have I got left on the canvas. Oh, not that much now. I've tilted an awful lot of it. Well, yes, there's about 2 kilos of paint on my table now, but that is just, it's not going to go anywhere, is it? I don't think it will. It only wants to go that way. I have an issue with the bit that I've just removed from there. Is there any way I could use this, scoop a bit of colour in there and actually drag it, or make it look like it's always been there? Let's go with that. It's better than a white blob right in the middle. Okay. just see if there's any way I can move that paint further. I think it's going to bulge. Just cleaning underneath. I've got dirty gloves, might as well scoop everything underneath. I will torch it and see if any other clouds want to come and play. Let me just wipe a little bit of paint from my arm. Okay, I think I'm done. Let me just bring you closer. Okay, so because it's quite dark now and the flash's come on, I'm not trying to remove it, so I'm very sorry. So have a look. It's much better than the first one. Okay, got lovely effects. I really like that part there. So that's a mix of the green and the pearly white, creating those clouds. Got no idea how that happened, because obviously I had run out of my white with the satin enamel in it. So that's a very pleasant surprise. And those rings, I mean, they don't look as neat on the screen there than they do in real life, but they are lovely, and it's very sorry, iridescent and shiny. So I'm really happy with the results, much better than the previous one. So if you're not happy with something, do not hesitate. You know, if you've got leftover paint, just use it, go for it again and try again. It's not quite often the second attempt is a much better result. Thank you very much all for watching and listening to me rambling away. Please do subscribe and hit the bell to get notifications for new pulls. And I hope to see you all very soon. Bye for now. Thank you again.